Are you creating dynamic lists in Zoho so that you can always pick up your prospecting efforts where you left off? If not, let me show you how PhoneBurner can help you streamline the building of dynamic lists. So here you can see I've got my prospecting list. I've got 192 records that are in my prospecting list that I need to be reaching out to. Using PhoneBurner, I can select all these records and I can initiate a PhoneBurner dial session. This is going to allow me to power through these calls at a rate of 60 to 80 dials an hour, simplifying my prospecting efforts and allowing me to be as efficient as possible with my time. If somebody doesn't answer, I can click to leave a voicemail and instantly drop a voicemail and potentially send an email. If they don't answer, I can click the no answer button and I'm off to my next call. Now, if they do answer, there's no pause, no delay, no awkward silence. At some time during that call, I'll just click this live answer button, and when I'm done, I'll end the call. And then depending on the outcome of the call, I'll click on the appropriate disposition. Let's say I talk to Ironman and he wants me to follow up with him in a couple weeks. Then I'll hit my follow-up button. Now I can move on to my next contact. Let's say this one's a voicemail. I click the voicemail again and I'm instantly dropping a voicemail and moving on to the next call or contact. Let's go ahead and leave another voicemail for that contact. Now let's say something happens and I get disrupted and I need to end this dial session. So I'm going to end this dial session and I'm going to close this window and I'm back at my Zoho CRM. Now the problem is the next time I want to start prospecting, I've got to remember where I left off, unless I've created a dynamic list. And PhoneBurner makes it super simple for you to create these dynamic lists. Let's go ahead and unselect these records. And remember, we had 192 records on this list. Now let's refresh. You'll see that list has dropped down to 189 contacts. How did this happen? This is because we've created this list in a dynamic way. Let's go ahead and edit this list. And you'll see I've specified some specific criteria to drive this list. And the two that I want to highlight in this specific training are these two, 4 and 5. PhoneBurner last call time empty, or PhoneBurner last call time is yesterday minus, meaning the last time they were called was not today, it was either yesterday or before. Now obviously you can play around with the specific date ranges that you care about, but every time you call somebody using PhoneBurner, we're going to update that record in Zoho indicating the last time that contact was called with a date and time. We'll also log the outcome of the last call. So let me show you another list, my called today list. And in this particular case, I'm showing a list of all of my contacts that were called today. And you'll see the 3 contacts that I just called in our training right now are on this list. And they are not on my prospecting list. Because again, my prospecting list is configured in a dynamic way that will remove any contacts that I call today, so I can very easily pick up where I left off and I never have to wonder who to call or when to call them. I've created dynamic lists to help me stay on task and stay focused so that all I have to do is choose the appropriate list, select the records, and begin my PhoneBurner dial session. And now I can start getting more done in less time because I'm taking advantage of the power of PhoneBurner. Thanks for taking a moment to watch this video, and happy dialing.